Yo, what's up, everybody? The dude, the rebel, the guy, 7th next level. It's your boy, King Sergeant, aka Level 92, saying what's up. Been a while again. I want to welcome everybody back to another episode of Key Clips. But this here is Key Clip 267, Season 5, Episode 27. Haha, I almost got 30 and 3 more videos, which I hope to get done quick because I got a whole lot of stuff to catch up with and I really need to try to get done. So, check them out. Before we get to today's little review, try to recap what we did. We looked at, in 64, we looked at Mortal Kombat 3 for the PlayStation and Super Nintendo, which, not my favorite game, but just good to play. And also, just having it on the PlayStation, that casing was really cool. 65, we went back to Mighty Con for the third time, I believe. Yeah, that was third time, because I know I didn't do it the first. Don't know why, but it's pretty cool. Met some good friends there. Saw some good guests. In the last video we did for 66, we did another Tiki Dance. I gotta be doing another one soon, so stay tuned for that. So for today's review, like I said, we're gonna try to get down with the Mortal Kombat stuff, like I promised in 61 or 62, one of those numbers. But yeah, I think we're 63. Either way, for today's review, we're gonna be discussing the classic. Surprisingly, this came out at theaters, Mortal Kombat the movie. Fight! Yes, this here is the live-action Mortal Kombat, and I really love that dragon. That's like the whole entire symbol. And I think the dragon basically goes vice versa. I mean, who cares? It's a dragon, so that's the whole thing. So, just basically taking off from Mortal Kombat 1. There's a little bit of a change in the plot, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, it still kind of owes up to a little bit. It's really good. I know my second one, but I'll review that one soon. And before I mention, of course, spoiler in this video. If you have not seen this, I'm pretty sure half y'all have. If you're not seeing it, don't watch. I will spoil a whole lot. So, everyone knows how Mortal Kombat is. You have your original characters, Liu Kang, which is the main character, and he wants to go out and defeat Shao Kahn. Or, sorry, switch that, Shang Tsung. Correction. So, basically it starts off with a dream that Liu Kang has of his brother, which is not mentioned in the game, I'm pretty sure. It shows his brother find out Shang Tsung, and Shang Tsung just wrecks the hell out of him. Like, even in the end, like, he's just breaking his back, and he's like, your brother's soul is mine. I love that. I just love that scene a whole lot. So, he gets a letter, and then some other people, like Johnny Cage, for one. He's basically a movie actor. Sonya Blade, which is a soldier, so to speak. And Kano, which actually works for Shang Tsung, really kind of really narrowed it down. At least we never knew what Kano's backstory was, besides he was a Black Dragon member. But in the movie, he works for Shang Tsung. And I do like the actor, by the way. He's pretty good. He had that like really strong Australian accent. It's like, what about you? Or, did you miss me? I like that. And of course, the character's Shang Tsung, pretty good. In the first game, like, he's supposed to be like an old guy, and then he goes young in the further concept. But this one, they just want to go for it. Now, surprisingly, in the movie, Jax is in here. And Jax is not really getting to the game until 2. In which case, Sonya is captured, and then he's playable. And then she gets in the game in 3. So, Jax doesn't really get that much scenery. I mean, besides, it was them, like, Johnny was in the movie, and then he had an invitation to this tournament, all 3 of them, and they made on a dock. So, basically, that's where we see last of Jax, and this boat comes in, and everyone getting on there and getting ready. So that's where, of course, we meet Master Raiden, the God of Thunder. The Raiden, this one's he's alright. He had like a lot of humor in this one than the other one, which in the game, yeah, he's basically like the I would say protector per se, but he tries to guide the what I'm trying to say, I gotta say it right. He guides the warriors to defeat Shang Tsung and all this evil. That's another thing. We also get to meet Kitana when we step into their world, which is like an island like across from everywhere. That's not our world, totally different. But our world is actually in the scene. Yeah, that's where we meet Kitana, and she's trying to help as well. Even though that's not Shang Tsung's daughter. I think it was like a spell that she was under or whatever, and basically she was just sitting there just chilling till Liu Kang sought her out, and the others, and yeah. And also with that, Liu Kang basically has his first match with some black guy. Black guy lost, and that's where we see our first fatality. No, switch that. They get introduced at a banquet, and it was Sub-Zero and Scorpion that was on the boat, and they tried to attack the others. Yeah, they attacked Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Sonya. And it's like, yeah, the Scorpion and Sub-Zero, definite enemies, but slaves are my powers. Like, they actually fight, but that's Shang Tsung's like powers forcing him to fight them. And anyway, so it goes to this banquet where they're all eating, and yeah, Sub-Zero is basically demonstrating on a monk. The monk tries to get ready. He goes for a kick. Sub-Zero launches ice. Bam, dead. And also, this is where Goro comes into play. Goro is basically talking to Kano, and he's basically used like later in the movie. Yeah, so the first match is basically Liu Kang and some black guy, and Liu Kang does his move, doesn't really do anything special yet. He wins, and then this is where Shang Tsung performs a fatality move, which he basically just grabs his soul. That's kind of like one of his iconic things. Afterwards, the next match would be, I'm trying to say it right. I'm trying to say it, Kano and Sonya, which Sonya's trying to go after him because he killed one of her partners. Not Jax, it's someone else. So she wins basically because she snatched him by the neck by her legs, which is something I really wish they would have added on here. Like, I just wanted to see it, but it's a movie. Whatever. Anyways, so that ends, and then afterwards, they go with the other montage of fights, and then one of Johnny Cage's friends fights Goro, and he fights Goro, and then he gets decimated like hell. He was like a martial arts expert, so to speak. I don't know if he's in real life, but if he is, yay. So he gets decimated by Goro. Like, it's just wow. And his soul gets taken away, and so Johnny Cage gets mad, and apparently he fights Goro next. And so he does the signature. He takes off his glasses, and then Goro gets his hand. He takes the glasses away and he crushes them. And Johnny gets a little bit pissed, and he's like, "All right, let's dance." So he does one of his signatures is basically doing the splits and then basically a cross punch. Goro feels it like, my God, why? And so they go off into this tunnel, and then Johnny Cage released first, and then Goro follows up. Goro trying to find where he's at, and Johnny basically just knocks him off the edge. And Goro's still hanging on there, and then Johnny's like, "This is where he fall." Then yeah, Goro's dead. Shang Tsung captures Sonya, and then Raiden takes Johnny and Liu Kang to Outworld. That's where we meet Reptile, which, if I actually, I don't know if I mentioned in the first game, but in the first game, if you have I'm trying to say it right, if you're on the pit stage and you get 2 flawless victories plus a fatality, on the bottom of the pit, that's where you unlock, you have to fight Reptile, and then you unlock him. So Liu Kang fights him because Reptile is basically a statue. In this case, early in the movie, he's like an actual reptile. So yeah, he goes into the statue, and then the statue comes to life. That becomes, the ninja reptile. Liu Kang fights him. He wins, and then basically at the end of the movie, him and Shang Tsung fight. Sonya was still captured basically. At that point, Liu Kang and Shang Tsung fight, and they get it on. Shang Tsung getting his gear on, and at some point, Shang Tsung basically resembles his brother, Liu Kang's brother, and as like some sort of mind game. Liu Kang didn't fall for it, so they continue fighting, and basically in the end, at some point, I forgot the bicycle kick was also used against Reptile. In this one, he uses that fire attack against Shang. He falls down. Where on the floor, they're on the top of the level. On the floor is like a pit where the spikes come up, which is not the pit per se. The pit's actually outside in the game, but this one's a temple. So he dies, and then his whole skin is withered. It's a skeleton, and Liu Kang just standing there with the dominance. In the end, everyone's safe, and all of a sudden, there's like a weird formation in the sky, which is basically Shao Kahn. And so that's basically the whole entire movie. I know there's a whole lot of scenes I kind of skipped, but that's basically the entire movie. So it comes close to the first game. little bit of character twists, but you know, it's still good. I mean, hey, I recommend this. If any of you guys have not seen this movie, I definitely recommend the movie. Get it. It's Mortal Kombat. It's fighting. I mean, Street Fighter did it, surprisingly. But yeah, this kind of come up to it. And we're going to be doing the next one in the next key clip. But this will be the end for 67. Hope you guys liked this video as much as I did. And something I would like even more. If you can like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Dude1192. Also on Twitter and Instagram, Dude1192. Also on Snapchat, Dude1192. And until next time, stay tuned for 268. And I'll see you when I see y'all. Peace out. Stay awesome.